these like Yankee or whatever you want to name them. They actually think, listen what me I say now, they actually think that they're better and smarter than everyone and no one has anything to contribute. What the mission is for everyone to listen to what they're saying so they can hear what it really is and then we can go forward from there. There's no room for them learning. You understand? That's that's the reason why the Balak Hebrew Israelite them I'm waste man them they don't learn Hebrew. How the hell are you call yourself Hebrew? Them need to name the Black English Israelite. Them need to name the Black English Israelite because them don't want no Hebrew. English only. King James English only. Like, see, your problem is you're an ignoramus. And you're proud of it. And you're proud of it. The exceptional ignoramus. Like you're ignorant. Right. Inner ignorance. Like, yeah, I'm stupid and I'm proud. Like, you understand me?
This man was really just like, I mean, this guy was something else, man. Like, and you were showing him some paintings at the point. I was like, they had like the rulers, like, from time when am I showing him like,
Johannes them?
Tawadros, yeah.
Tawadros. Yeah, well.
He showed him Johannes after he showed the Tawadros.
Oh, well.
And you know, Tawadros have like the cornroom.
Yeah.
So in my top boy that, I said, in my top boy that, like.
That's all. He just wants to. All he wants to do is say, "See, we're them." Like we.
So was his hair really like that?
No, it wasn't. What do you mean it wasn't really like that? Are you so beaten down that like nothing you see you can't even believe? You can't even believe what you're seeing. And if you're that ignorant, why do you feel like you're the smartest and you need to direct the thing? Shut up your mouth.
Like, why would they paint the thing like that if it wasn't like that? Like, what?
He should have said no.
Like,
It was.
What are you doing, my dude?
Like it was no, it wasn't like that. It was straight and blonde.
Like, man.
Was his hair really like that? No, it was not. It was straight and blonde according to history.
And then he said, see, so when they see us with the dreads and everything, so when they see us with the dreads, like,
what? When who sees you with the dreads? When who sees you? See, do you understand? Do you know who the who is?
Yeah, I know exactly.
Do you know who the who is?
Because that's living in his mind. Like, that's what's...
His God. His God.
Yep. It's in their mind.
That is the specter over him at all times. Everywhere he goes. His father, his God, Father God.
It's crazy.
Is a specter like a hold him. Like a hold him meds and a keep him arm.
Yo, it's crazy.
When they... Like, your life is based on what this they is dealing with. Like how they feel, what they see you as, what they say about you, what they like. Do you see how like, oh my God, when they see us with the dreads? Do you know that in the 70s we were madmen when Jamaicans used to wear them hair in matted and you understand and locked? Do you know that it was horrendous to the Yankee then? No, I'm hearing people, oh, it's normal. You know what I mean? Like, it's normal when you see, like, I'm like, wow, what a way how far we've come, where you have co-opted it as if it's a normal hairstyle for you, when we are the one that made you comfortable with it. We made it mainstream. We made it comfortable. It's our influence. What? Like, because he doesn't care about that.
To Jesus.
Because all he's there to do is to prove. Why are you fighting this fight here? Why are you fighting this Western fight here?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Like, why are you doing this here?
You were too lazy your whole life.
Right.
To look at like
anything.
Anything
Anything.
that you're like hating so much.
Yep.
Like,
Yep. Yep.
You just started hating it, like, just because, like, you never, like, researched it.
Nope.
Never,
He still didn't. He just had to up some money, so he went.
like, I'm like, man.
He
like,
heard. He goes, oh wow, Ethiopia, and so on and so forth, and niggas, and niggas, and niggas, and niggas.
Yo,
Niggas mean king, niggas. So he take a trip. If go run there and go call down the people with the little 3 facts where him know. If go prove the little 1, 2 thing where him just read as a little youth to studying.
yo,
He's a little youth to studying, and him want to be the biggest person and bully everybody with the 1 or 2 thing, as we always say. As soon as a man know one thing, him come call down everybody, and man know, man has studied for decades, and know more than you, and you are call everybody down with the 1, 2 thing you just read last evening. Come on, man.
you don't even know, like, oh my God, like, it's so,
Empty, that's a real thing, empty barrel make do what? Alright.
it's so sad, man.
Yep.
Like, the man gone out of place. He was able to get there, but didn't even do some basic research, like, some basic research. You know what I mean? Like, had the means to actually get there. And got all of it and everything, but couldn't do a little basic research.
Nope.
On certain things.
Nope. Why does he have to?
Crazy to me.
He's American. Like he's a Yankee, so he don't have to know
everybody's
nothing.
gonna cater to me. Yeah, everybody's gonna cater to me.
Yeah. I don't have to know. I don't know.
have to do nothing.
I don't have to learn any Amharic. I don't have to, because suppose like
suppose. Like, how you not even gonna know a couple words? Like,
why would you do that?
Like,
Why? Nothing means anything. The only thing that means anything is that I'm a so-called American, a U.S. citizen, and because the white people have guns trained on everyone on the earth, then the little monkeys them can go around the earth too and pretend that them are big people.
That's crazy.
You understand me? I said.
That's crazy.
Like you don't have to.
That's crazy.
Suppose those people and they're under you. You are you're better than everyone else, mind you. They're communicating with you. How is that happening? Because they are intelligent enough to know their shit and your shit.
And then he was like, man.
He knows at least. He knows at least Amharic and English. At least.
It's amazing, like the attitude, man.
But this is what I'm saying. And how does that miss you? How does that escape you? That he knows Amharic and English and you only know English.
Mm-hmm.
How does that escape you?
Because it does.
It does. You don't, because if you would just be still for a moment, you would have respect for the person. And I'm not saying that you're punching him or you're spitting on him. I'm saying that inside, deep in your brain, you think you're superior. I know that. If you didn't think that, you would not be speaking to him about no black and no this and no idiot thing.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up and listen.
Yeah, because you're thinking like, yo, you don't know what time it is. Like,
Yep, like everyone, no one knows, just you.
Like, you know, it's a black thing around the table.
Yeah, wow.
And you know, like a black militant, like, you know, I'm going with nothing like
Right.
that. You know, I'm thinking about white people all the while.
Right.
You know, nothing to that.
Yo, do you see, like, the more you do the character, like, the more you, like, explore, like, the mind state of the character, it's more sad and tragic and funny, like it's more foolish, like damn,
You know,
like,
I be the militant black team, like, yo, coming like a joke.
yep, yeah, waste your life, like, if you spend every waking moment, if you spend,
know how much a white man I was done, like, you know, fight it, like,
yeah,
a joke thing, like,
yeah,
I gotta fight against a white man constantly, like.
you understand? When he not do nothing, or it not make no sense, still I think about him, still consider everything.
Man, I think about the white man and fight against the white man constantly, you know, brother?
Otherwise, when you in front of him not no influence from where you do nothing.
When you in a lot of belly, I start talking.
Yeah, can you imagine? That's a curse. You're in hell, bro. You're in hell. You think you're in heaven, but you're living in hell.
Because I go lolly bella.
Listen, me, no, man.
But the
You understand?
Philippines have,
Think you're in heaven. You're literally in Lalibela. And you're in hell because your meds is still in the west with the white man.
the thing,
When
money.
they see us, who gives up? Like, see, this is the whole point. The fact that they see you is because you're living on their eye top. You live on people eye top. You understand? Suppose you put yourself in a position where you're gonna live on white man eye top, brother. Eh? Then they wouldn't be seeing you, and they wouldn't be an issue to you whether they see you or not, right? Because you're busy doing what you are supposed to be doing, right? Because your whole mission, the whole of one of them whole mission is for just join hands in hands with these people wanting great there. Them just want for somehow like so. Oh, them can't say if they hug up and kiss up and them don't get is a
The food, the fish.
the fish is down here.
Where?
I mean, I took it downstairs.
I don't see where you put it. I just need to know when.
The thing finished. It's gone. Oh, what? Like what are you talking about? Yeah. But no, man, the fucking man. Them rude, man. I rude, man.
It's a
Ignorant.
wild thing. It's a wild, but it's a conditioning.
Right.
It's a conditioning.
It's a psychosis. It's really a sickness.
Yeah.
It's really,
Yeah.
if you really check it out, it's not a productive thing. He's not gaining anything by doing that. He spent all that money to come call down people and tell them fiend thing.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's
Right?
crazy.
Me just link McConan look a while back, just before like cause I went to go check my brethren and the whole 2 corner and forward and as usual the mystical time when we go buck McConan, you understand? As them man saying name. The youth were up on the Crown Council and all these things. I know Hermes them and all that. Like me link him and like every time we buck, you understand, we have to try like bone up on our Amharic patois, you understand? He's not a fluent, I'm not fluent, but you see what I mean? But this is the only time we get to
put that together.
Right. This is the only time we could throw some sentences at someone. You understand me?
Yeah.
Like fling 2 Amharic word at each other and see what happens. You understand? And get to practice because it's rough. If you don't get fit, that's why I tell people say, like, when me there here, me not talk like how me talk when me there Jamaica.
Right.
All the time me talk right now, and some me talk when me there Jamaica. Like,
Right.
it's, I don't know how to describe it, but you have to be there. Like,
Right.
the things don't come up. Like, the kind of conversations don't happen.
Right.
The rhythm
Every place
doesn't.
has its own.
Yeah.
Every place has its own.
Yeah.
Reality.
So I always notice that. Like, you understand me? I said like, yeah, but no. You know what I mean? Like the context is different. It's just it's weird. Certain words,
Everywhere has its own thing.
yeah. Certain words don't come up here. Like even amongst Jamaicans, you understand? Because it's a different context. So it just it's interesting. It's interesting to me. Like, you know, like even when you're talking to someone in Jamaica, they feel like they're talking to someone outside of Jamaica, so them are gonna put on them are gonna talk a certain way, which is part of how them talk, but different talk for different occasion, and you can't stop certain things. You understand? So it's interesting to me personally. Yeah, that. But the man give me a link to when His Majesty, cause today at the time when His Majesty forward a Jamaica, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, April, right.
66.
Yeah.
You understand? You know, and him go so boom so. But a lot of time you see the black and white, but we get the color one, a rare color one.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm sure you've seen the color one though.
Yeah. I've seen it. I've seen it.
I've seen it also, but I say, you know what? Just give me the link in case this is a different one when we never see or whatever, a different angle or a different camera. You see me?
What's funny is that I actually watched that video not too long ago, the actual visit. Not too long ago.
And him to go. I think I have some of him going Haiti also.
Yeah, I actually watched the video to Jamaica not too long ago, like real recent. It's like still fresh in my mind. Like,
And I never knew he went Haiti, honestly.
Yeah, they go Trinidad, I know that.
I know that, but I never, for some reason, either I heard about it.
That one is not. Yeah, that one is not.
They're not big it up because you know people hate Haiti.
It's not talked of too much.
Right, true people hate Haitian and people hate Haiti.
And I think it was probably Duvalier was probably the guy at that time.
Yeah.
Might have been. If I'm thinking right, might have been the Duvalier times.
In a 66.
That would have been 66. That might have been Duvalier times.
66 WNBC radio.
That might have been Duvalier times. I would think so.
I could easily research
Now
it.
that I think about it, I would think so.
Duvalier.
Cause after Duvalier was Baby Doc.
Right.
So that would have been. I would think so. Because Duvalier was for a while.
Right.
So that would just be my educated guess.
Right. I like how you don't really have a next name.
Right.
You can just
Like,
jot
that would
some.
be my educated guess. Duvalier telling me that. You know. Duvalier team.
Okay. Hey Siri.
Papa Doc.
When did Duvalier? When was Duvalier in office?
Papa Doc.
Here's what I found.
François Duvalier or Jean-Jacques Duvalier?
I think it's Francois.
Yeah, François is the father and Jean-Jacques is the son.
I think Jean-Jacques was Baby Doc.
Yeah, because he dies at 62 with the beat up boat. François, 50 years after Baby Doc. François Duvalier. Papa Doc.
I named the big.
Yo, okay. Yo, you want to see now? You want to hear something funny? François Duvalier. 14 April. 14 avril en français. 14. How you say 14? 14? Something like that. But anyway. Born 14 April 1907. Guess when he dead?
When?
If I say guess, and of course you're not gonna be like, hey, I know when, some weird thing. The only reason why I'm saying guess is because it's obvious why I'm saying guess.
I'm thinking like maybe late 70s.
Yeah, 71 him dead, but what day?
Man.
I'll do it right. I'll do it. Today!
What?
Yes, 21 April 1971.
That's crazy.
This is what I'm trying to tell you. This is what I'm trying to. I'm trying my best to tell you that.
I was gonna say that, but I was like, nah, that's crazy.
But this is the only reason why. Like, when did he die? December 3rd. Like this, I couldn't expect you to guess any other day, but today. You understand what I'm saying? That's the only reason why I'm saying guess when he died. July. Like, if it's any other day than today, then that's unreasonable to ask someone to guess. You see? The only reason why I would say guess when he died is because it's today. The same exact day that His Majesty went to Jamaica and is today. And the man say, yo, you remember, say, it's today His Majesty go Jamaica. Right? You understand? And I'm say, yeah. And we go, so boom, son. So he was there because he was in power at that time. So you were correct in your educated guess, sir. Sir. And if I was too lazy to look it up, we wouldn't get that little something there. You see me? So it is a mystical, is a natural mystical vibes. Like when you see them something there, a sign and wonder is a wonder and a sign that is the case, right? And look how long, and this is not the first. We have studied 80. Like we're in a series of studying 80, and we reach Duvalier, we reach Francois Papadoc Duvalier right now, because it's a trajectory of the West we're studying, and so from time to time we discuss different things, or we reference things about Haiti because it affects. You see me? Our immediate. Did you see the text that I sent to you yesterday?
I did, but I'll have to look back and see it. Refresh it which one, because I definitely did see it.
Do you mind reading it for the record? Because my phone is underneath the thing. Because it goes to what we're talking about.
Professor Raphael Chacon.
Yeah. What you said?
Professor Raphael Chacon.
Right.
Oh man. On the Americas before 1492. Said one of the first things you have to do before engaging this material, what used to be formerly known as pre-Columbian
art, yes,
is dispelling many of the myths that exist, the quote-unquote myths.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because that's me putting it under quotes because myths. We couldn't unpack that.
500 years ago. And we have to start by erasing the modern boundaries that divide this great continent. What we do know is that the Americas were once a continuum north, south, east, west, and so therefore our modern boundaries and distinctions really don't hold true if you want to form an accurate image of that continent before the arrival of Europeans and the rest of the world in the late 15th century.
Who does that sound like?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, exactly. I did read it, which of course, somewhere a long time ago.
Who does that sound like? Who is this guy? Me?
Long time I said it.
I didn't know that my name was Professor Chacon or whatever the fuck.
But people are not taught like that.
Right? So you gotta go to like what is it? Graduate school.
And I wonder why.
He said sardonically. Right? And so, and you know what that reminds me of? Whenever I think of that, whenever I say that and I think of that, and now I'm reading that from some professor or whatever, the fact that the Americas, we say that every day, like every point that I try to make, I have to remind people of that. You see what I'm saying? Otherwise you can't even think about what I'm saying to you if you don't understand that.
But these people mind don't think like that.
No, if you're looking at nation state politics of the last 200 years or so, you're not gonna understand.
They're not, like, people don't look at shit like that. Like, I faced the facts. Like,
Right.
People are not
Right, that's a
thinking
fact.
like that.
But when
They
I
see the U.S. as the U.S. and it's always been here.
Yep,
throughout
yep,
history.
yep, 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 yep.
Like they're not thinking that far.
No, 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 no. They can't think past Martin Luther King. Like they don't even
Like it's just it don't work. Like
they don't
that.
even
Like,
they can't even. I don't think that most people can contextualize Medgar Evers. They can't even get into the 50s, like to get to
if
like
you're
the,
going past that, as far as they're concerned, like you're a historian.
like you're just a waste time. It's just like it's frivolous.
You're like a historian at that point.
Just a do it for cause you like that. It's not. It doesn't
Like,
help
you
you.
like that, like are you think that? Like,
Yeah, yeah. It's just something where you love do.
You're a historian, like you know.
Yo.
There's gamers, there's.
I cannot believe that you're using historian as a pejorative at this point.
That's what it is right now. I know why
Yo, that's crazy. It's like whoa, whoa. You going past 68? You're what are you, a historian? Like
man is looking at you like they were so you at that.
right. He totally has on the raccoon hat, the Davy Crockett hat, and he's like he's confused.
What are you talking about? Like 1970 something, a long time.
Yeah.
There's no way I said that.
You understand? Yeah, run off your mouth. Unnecessary. Like, why go there?
Like there's Martin Luther King in them, and like that's
Yeah, Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, and now we're here.
Yeah, exactly. I said Martin Luther King.
Yeah.
Yo, you took a joke, like yo.
Before I forget. But that the Americas being a continuum, north, east, south, and west, and it's a whole thing. Like I always say, we just like every single day of the week. Whenever I think about that, and now reading that from Professor Chacon, right? I always think of Mediterranean societies. I always think of the Nile Valley region,
Right.
and how that is a continuum also.
Right.
And what would
But
it?
they don't make people think like that. Like, and that's in their interest to do that.
Right. Politically, it puts them at a disadvantage. It questions their position. The more people think that way, the more their position is shaky. Because people, I always tell people, like the one thing that people are not doing is saying, what are you doing here?
Right. So the more you can like compartmentalize like people, like the better that is for them.
Right. So it's just like autonomous, like
anywhere, like anybody people just do it up there, like
yeah.
you know what I mean? Just you just do it and you feel it. That's you, like
Yeah. And you that alone, like you know, have no other else place, like no other thing can go on to you. Like
the way them men think, like even to this day, like they think like that, like the way them God such it, like the way them God man.
you start that. Start the God thing. Yo, I feel dizzy. We can't. I don't know if it do. Like we start feel. And the funniest thing, the first thing me hear say it's funny till we start feel dizzy immediately. Like the God thing funny no blood clot, like the God man thing, like oh my god, because there's so many sub references, like it's like a cornucopia, it's like of referencing.
You really have to know.
You gotta know exactly what's happening to see that you're poking fun. You're poking fun at almost like 8 things, like at the same time. Like.
There's a lot
Wow. I don't know. Like, that's tailor-made. That's tailor-made comedy specifically. I would say for me, like who else thinks that's? Yo, the white man and the money, a God man, like Yeah, no, like if yo, the funny of that is way past 100. Like if the full funny at 100, that's a 500, brother. Like man can't manage that kind of funny there. Like, but no man, they what? Nobody not follow for them. Nobody not follow for them gad man like how them man yeah. Like
Yo, you know like the DNA testing, the DNA test something.
yeah.
The DNA testing, man, like the Margins, I said like, yeah, I'm from Nigeria, I'm from Ghana, I'm from Sierra Leone,
Right.
I'm from Liberia. Like, it's always in terms of a nation state. Like,
Right.
Of like the modern nation state.
Right. And that's not telling you like if
so it's real ill. That means like I just got my thing out here.
yeah, it's true. It's like they came to Nigeria like as a fully formed nation state of Nigeria. Mind you, Nigeria, as we know it, what is called Nigeria, happened in the 60s, if I'm not
right. So it's
if
like,
I'm not mistaken. So
that's what I'm saying. Like,
so what they're going like as if like the white man came to Nigeria, like the nation state Nigeria, like recently, and was like, I'd like to kidnap a slave, like, and then they went into the slave population of Nigeria, got their passport papers together, like dealt with everything, and then they brought like, what the fuck is a Nigeria? What does Nigeria mean, bro? What is Nigeria?
That's what I'm saying.
What is Nigeria? All right, if you're logical, I didn't cut you. I'm sorry. If you really are deal with that, right? Did you come in the 60s?
Crazy.
The link with the Nigeria that you say you're linking with, did it exist when you came?
It's crazy.
If in fact you came at all, like I don't understand what's happening with this came and but anyway, Nigeria didn't exist when you were said to have come here from the area that you're calling or the people, because it's not area. You're not taking a DNA thing of an area.
It's crazy.
Suppose those people that they're taking the DNA sample from, that they're getting these haplotypes that are in Nigeria now, suppose they were migrated from other places during. Are you a fucking idiot?
Yes.
Ah! May I answer?
Yes.
Like you're stupid. It's such an easy thing to go.
They'll be like, instead of thinking about that, they'll be like, so I'm 50% Nigerian.
Are you simpleton? Yo, say it again. I'm 50% Nigerian. What? What did you say? I didn't hear it.
Yo, it's crazy. Like, yo, I'm mad something.
What did you say? What did you say the person said? Because I was laughing, I didn't hear the rest. You said the person's 50% Nigerian and what?
Like 30% Sierra Leone. 10% Ghana or something like that.
And half a white man. Yeah, great.
It's crazy, man.
Oh my goodness. This is hilarious.
It's just real crazy. Just the meditation, man. Like,
I'm 50%. I'm 50%. I'm 50%. I'm 50% from Sierra Leone, and I'm 50% white. What?
You know what I mean? You're so invested in whatever these people say. Right?
Yep. That you don't have a framework to work outside of them. Like
even still calling it in Nigeria, like it's still that, right?
Exactly.
Like, calling it in Nigeria is that, like still having like Lake Victoria.
Right.
Like you think I'm Jewish.
Like that means you haven't you didn't wake up. Like, do you know how much of a diss that is? Like, do you know how much?
It's still on the gas man.
Yeah, you know how like when them a walk up and down on the earth, you know how good them feel. Secretly, them know say you're still under them thing. Like you're not showing a sign say, you know, say, dissing them come diss you.
None. Oh, y'all gonna still have big Victoria Falls.
But them proud of it. Them proud of white man come rough them up, come jostle them up.
Are you gonna have that? Like, that boggles the mind, man. Like, that boggles the mind.
And the one somebody who did something about it, which was Bobby Mugabe. You understand me? Brother Bob, you understand? The real Bob. Like him, also him change up certain things, him fling man out of the country, like him nationalize certain things, he did everything where West say you know to do. Them always I say, yo, you keep us close to your thing, with it on your waterworks and your things them, and you just go and like drive 2 Benz and feel good and wear 2 leopard hat. You understand? Wear 2 Eddie Murphy leopard hat and drive 2 Benz and go on like say you're a big man. Meantime, we own up the place. The oil, them, the gold, the aluminium, the backside, everything, and we that. You understand? But the minute him take away, him run people from the country. Oh, him a the worst, him a cannibal, him a wicked, him a chop up people, him a damn people. The same thing them do with Idi Amin them.
Yeah.
Yeah. You never see the movie with them do, and Batty boy think they do it. Because him believe in them man, so if them tell him say Idi Amin a wicked, him come play him wicked. You understand? I beat him to get for that, you know.
Yeah.
One day people fit show up in him yard, tie him up, beat him, put him back in him house. Bumbuckle you do it for brother. Why you do it? Why you do it? Because you help them create a wicked propaganda that affect the whole of Africa, so-called Africa, negatively. With a big idiot fat face that look stupid. Eh? Why you do it? You understand? As we say in Jamaica, you understand? People in Jamaica, they know why me I say that. Why you do it? You understand? You ever see? Yeah. It come from a thing there, like one woman got there, go say, boom, son. She a protest the thing at the airport. When COVID did first come in. You understand? So she said, damn man, I want to find the actual picture. And she have she have a sign right in her photo said, he said, dirty, what him say, oh, dirty drunker, like, you understand? Something like you can bring COVID in our country, oh, dirty drunker. Why you do it? You understand? So, the sign mark, why you do it? So, you understand? So, any of people say, if we say that, no, a person I can laugh because they know when me I refer to the same way like how you refer to something there. What you did refer to? The Godman thing. Like, if me don't know you, I mean, I know what that mean. I wouldn't know say it funny. You know what I'm saying? But like, there's a little like joke. Right? You know what I mean? At least my cousin them know about it. As because of why you do it, them start like because they know what me attack. Because and it's so funny to have those type of references because it's talking about what you're talking about. It's also making fun of her grammar and the way how she wrote it, how she expressed herself. But it's also poignant. Like she had a political view and she has a language and she used the two and you know what's going on with her now. What's the problem? Because she didn't speak in Victorian English? And that you said? Why you do it? Alright. You understand? Why? You understand? Yo. Why you do it? Yo. Drunk crow. And you should have seen how she write drunk crow. How would they move my blood clot? She write drunk crow. with a R. And that worse than John Crow. When you're not too pronounce the R, you're more, I say John Crow. John Crow. You see what you say? John Crow? You mean it. You mean it. When the R come, wow. Usually come with dirty at the beginning. Mm-hmm. You understand? So, no man, I really think, man, like, the man them fi stop certain thing, brother. These labels and the way how them a look on it is like a shackles, and that is the shackles where them people are usually talk about. Where me used to understand because me never have it. Me bane and free up my head. Me bane and free up my head cup differently. Me never have certain shackles. Me don't know if it's because we're, but them people have it at Jamaica too. Me don't know why. Why we not have that kind of shackle? And you have some man who say them a Rasta and them have the shackle. So I know because we are Rasta and they saw this to shackle them. No. No. Alright. No. Now tell me about Rasta and shackle. Alright. Come see beer shackle and Rasta. Yo, me I see excess amount of shackle, brother, for Rasta, so me no want to hear nothing. Me no want to hear nothing. So, you understand? Don't tell me say, oh, a true man. And don't tell me say it's tall here, make you can know nothing. Furthermore, tall here I hurt you right now. No, me I tell you, tall here I hurt you in this, you know. Because why? Because from a person of ability to grow tall here, them feeling rich. Then if you do not more, then reach Rasta, then reach Rastaness. And God help you, gone down on them foot. What? You can talk to them again?
That's it. That's it.
Mm-hmm. They ear tall, so they you're not no more. They not take no more argument.
Right.
You understand? So right there, so. That's why right now my bun ear.
Anything can become corrupted.
That's what I said. Me say me bun locks, me bun dreadlocks, me bun here.
Yeah, anything can become corrupted.
Me bun here.
Anything can become corrupted. Right?
Me bun ital, me bun ganja, me bun
All of it.
me bun everything. You understand?
All become
In the sense of like putting that fire, putting that lava, putting that scrutiny, putting that magnifying glass and try to look on it in the right context instead of just blindly
It's necessary.
pretending that these things are anything. Like
It's necessary.
anything is an expression, right? Right? If
necessary.
I speak Spanish, does that mean I am Spanish? You see? Like if I have the trappings, does that mean that I am a citizen of Spain? Do you understand what I'm saying? If I have a baseball bat, does that mean that I am on the Yankees? Like, stop, bro. Stop. 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 Like, people taking one thing and going too far. Right? My hair is matted, so therefore I cite His Majesty. I know the Bible backward and forward. I have a good head on my shoulder. I'm not homeless and I'm not insane. Like, it doesn't mean that. Matter of fact, in some circles, it means that you're a lesbian. All right. I'm just letting you know. You understand me? You got away from us. You got away like we never like if we go on like some marring spree, then maybe, you know what I mean? it would put some it would put like more of an emphasis on like what's really happening. It would also land a lot of us in jail, which is counterproductive. So you let it go. But it wasn't that from the beginning. So we can't emphasize that. You understand me? And I'm a true believer in lots, and nothing's gonna change me now. Right? And for cultural reasons and traditional reasons, right? Like I'm very. It means a lot. I'm talking. This is a personal talk. Like before, I'm just speaking sensibly, just in general. You understand me? I said, like my personal taste or what I think. That's at this point it's neither here nor there. You understand me? Like, okay, you like locks. Great, I guess. Like, what does that mean though? Like, I know why you like locks. Right? I know why you have an affinity for locks because of the time you were born, the people you grew around. The way how you like you understand your global view is through Rastafari. Like, if it wasn't for Rastafari, do we look at the globe the way we do? I'm not sure. Do we even have a global perspective? I'm not sure, right? But it definitely contributed to what my global perspective is. So, right? It definitely plays a large part in my global outlook and my disposition and what have you, right? So that's what it is, but I don't know. You know what I mean? Like it's interesting. Like it's interesting, but like
it's impossible to like know.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
It's impossible to know, like, if it really is, you have to do the whole corona, like.
Right. Right.
It is a big effect on your whole, like, psyche.
Absolutely. Very influential.
Everything. Outlook, everything.
But I do remember, see, but now here's a good thing, but I do remember, you know, I'm glad I'm even thinking about this and looking at this and examining this because I remember me before, like really citing His Majesty, like, and I used to study just the same way, just other things. That's what got me there. And now that I'm remembering, because I used to study Greek, I used to read, be an avid reader of Greek mythology and stuff like that from I was like 8 years old, and I used to read a lot, and so that kind of built up even my taste for knowing about system, knowing about the past, like, you understand what I'm saying? Knowing about belief system, knowing about just mythology, mythos, politics, socio-political endeavor, stuff like that. I was being groomed by those books and those things I was reading before that. So I was used to studying. So when I finally said, and I remember I was like, yo, let me find out that this Haile Selassie is a damn white man that these niggas is worshiping. I was dealing with it on some debunking vibes. Because if you remember, like how we didn't have no pictures, we didn't have no internet, we didn't have no YouTube. All we had was Xerox copies of things. So everything was blown out, like, you know like how like they used to have the big flashes in the black and white days. So everybody used to look like their skin was as light as the light that they used. Because like even dark skinned people, the light would reflect.
There's definitely some wild looking photos, definitely.
Right, and then
where you can't know what's happening.
And that's number one. I never even seen a photo of His Majesty. Like, I used to see paintings, like pictures, like people drawings and paintings. I used to see, like in the 80s. Like we didn't. I
That's
didn't.
what was mostly in circulation. Yeah.
Right. We used to see like paintings and like funny, like if anything, like a weird blown out photo, like Xerox several times, so you can't see anything, right? And like all right, I'll tell you the first photo that I saw of His Majesty that made me go whoa. You know the cover of that book? That is this white pamphlet book.
Yeah, the Ethiopia, the J.A.
Right.
Yeah.
What? When I saw that, and not only is he an African man, so called, he's dark skinned. But you can't. Yeah, like he's not necessarily he's a dark skinned person. Like even in this this video I have on WhatsApp, let me just get from my corner. You could see it clear. You could see it clear because it's a color like film, and you don't normally see that. And you see him in context. You don't see him standing up on a podium. You see him walking through a crowd. So you see his stature. You know what I mean? In context to other humans, which is striking, and it makes it more like, damn, this is crazy. Like I can't believe this happened in our lifetime, really.
Yeah,
not so much happened there, but we were alive when he was alive. Like we were born in his zemen, right? Like Zemenat Nagus, like in the time of the king,
for sure,
right? Like, and that's how you say, that's how you say your birthday, like your birth, like the time you were born. You say it in conjunction with the ruler that was in effect. Like that's a traditional way. So traditionally, like I would say that I was born in the time of Haile Selassie, because that was our king at that time. You see? Right? Even the prayer, you understand me? Abeituante baruk ne amlakine yezemenat negus. Bet izaze yekirisene yemetafitinak alemasu what is kine. You understand me? Like that little blessing prayer. You understand me? Or in Hebrew, how do you say it in Hebrew again? Oh my goodness. Man, you see how much things I forget? I'll remember it in other words. But that was such a dope thing to me. Like when I saw like that the baraka, Ante Baruch ne, I'm not gonna hear. No. Baruch. Baruch ne. But how do you say it? I cannot believe that I forgot this prior in Hebrew. I'll get back to it. But the parallel, like, because that's the baraka, but in Amharic, because usually usually Jews say the baraka in Hebrew, in modern forced Hebrew, right? But when I taught myself and I learned the way to say it in Amharic, because I try to emphasize our language, you think what I'm saying? Because that is Hebrew. Amharic is Hebrew, is Hebrew. That's what we have to understand. So instead of following them, like let's live in our shit. Know that. That's like it's like a language that you need to know. It's like a shorthand. You know what I mean? It's like being able to read shorthand or read code, like Morse code or something. And it's useful to log information in a smaller, you know what I mean, in a zip file. But we still need to know our language, the original, at least the offshoots like the Amharic, right? And even knowing Amharic or learning or studying as much Amharic as you can, it literally low-key teaches you Arabic and Hebrew anyway. If you learn Amharic, it's not hard to learn the other stuff. because you're already familiar with the root words and some of the exact words. Some words don't change at all. You know what I mean? So
you're getting a scope of
yes,
Semitic so-called.
yes. So it's a win-win situation. You know what I mean? Mm. That's why even Makwan, and he asked me like today, like how I learned, like if I have friends in Ethiopia, like, but he asked me in Amharic, but I forgot. Damn. Gwendanya. Yeah. He asked me if I have any Gwendanya in Ethiopia friends, and I was like, nope. I only fuck with people them from Beta Timher. Not Beta Timher, the school. Beta Christian. The church, you understand what I mean? So, you know what I mean? That's my only connection. If I go to Ethiopia, I could link with the church, through the church, and I'll have people that will receive me. You dig what I'm saying? But, no. Is the short answer.
Right.
So he's like, damn, because the way how my thing is, you understand me? Like, he respect it, you understand? And he's lived in Ethiopia. So this gives me great encouragement. Because the amount of years I bust my ass, and there's no way to, if you don't have that was the point I was making earlier, if you don't have someone to talk to, it's difficult. You don't really have a conversational vibe. You have like for me, I more have just like a academic vibe. You understand? So I kind of build a patois based on the words I know and the phrases I know, but it's not like, you understand me? So when I get around Ethiopia and I start using it, it probably sounds interesting to them. You understand me? Because they understand what I'm saying, but it's like, oh shit, like they may not have put it that way. You understand me? But they understand what I'm saying, so it's like, damn, this you different. But it's not because I'm trying to be different. I'm trying to be regular. You understand me? But this is what I came up with. You understand me? So, but when I get around a native speaker, they understand what I'm saying, and they're surprised that I can say the things I could say. You know what I mean? But it's surprising to me because I independently learned. So the fact that they even understand what I'm saying is crazy to me. You know? And it's very encouraging. It's very encouraging. It's very, very encouraging because it could feel away at a point. It's like, man, what the hell am I? I don't even know what I'm doing. You know what I mean? But give thanks. Like it restores. It gives me a lot of faith. It gives me a lot of faith, bro. And then like when I look into the Ibrahis, the Hebrew, and like I can recognize shit. And be like, what the? So this shit really is a language family. You see? Just like how like the same way like how French helped me understand Spanish. You see what I'm saying? So you be like, oh shit, it really is connected. Like, cause I'm here, I understand. Like even sometimes it sounds like it's totally different, but when you get into, oh, you pronounce your G's like this, and they pronounce their G's like that. So if you change that pronunciation, boom, it's right there. It's literally the same word. If you just know the little caveats, you understand me? So it's like, whoa. So I give thanks, like, because like he called me Cohen. You know what I mean? He has me in his phone as priest. Like I didn't ask him to do that. Like, it's just weird, like how everyone sees me that way, and I'm desperately trying not to. But I guess it's just what it is. It is what it is. You can't get away from it. What it is, like I guess. You know. It's just like I notice, like anytime somebody bigs up someone, they feel away. You ever notice that? Like it feels funny. Like I was watching like Eddie Murphy and Jerry Seinfeld. Them grew up together in a certain sense, like in comedy. So them know each other from Long Island. You understand? So him go, so boom. So he's like, yo, Eddie Murphy, like he's like Eddie. he was like a phenomenon. Like he was our guy. Like he couldn't do anything wrong, and he was like perfect, and he was bigging him up. And you should see Eddie Murphy's face, like he wants to die, like he wants to get away, like what? Like, please stop. So he starts going, nope. Jerry was always the funniest. Like he was like, no one wants you to be bigging them up like awkwardly. Like stop. Like, cause you know you're an asshole. Like you know you're regular like everybody else. Like just cause I got a little skill set, don't do that. Don't start to make me feel crazy and uncomfortable. Like, I want to feel like just a regular person, like one of the guys. Stop it. You know what I mean? Like only weird people want to feel that weird. Like where name? Pol Pot. Where name? The one where everybody always I say when they talk about despot, like Pol Pot. Where name?
What am I talking about too?
When them say like a despot or something, them use. Right, but Pol Pot, like that's when you're a real, like you're a historian. Then.
Pol Pot, yeah.
When you want a historian status, you bring a Pol Pot so you can show that, like, yeah.
Just a regular.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say Hitler, like, no.
Everybody knows Hitler.
Yeah, you understand? Like, no, I'm dead serious about my shit, nigga.
And you're going to Pol Pot.
Yeah, that mean, whoa, it's impressive. Like, you know about the bullshit, the deep bullshit. Yo, you see me? History is funny. You understand me? You know? But yeah, like, but the thing feel away, you understand? Like, any other man, like, yo, you're the boss, or. Yeah, whatever, man. Please stop. Stop soon. You know what I mean? What? Oh, Guantanamo, Marlin, and that's it. Okay, oh. See? Guatemala. Now look at the Guatemalan ambassador to in '68. You understand? In my Ethiopia we on. You understand? As them say Bala.
Yeah, I know a couple people from Guatemala.
Yeah, but the point is, like, when you hear South America, you think like they want you to think. They try to force you to think of like straight here like people.
Some Indian, some American too.
Yeah, right. But like, guess what though? But like, what's the name is an Amerindian? Ivan van Sertima.
Like, oh, them one used to take.
Right. But you understand what I'm saying to you? Like, because like these Amerindians,
Oh, they put them.
yeah, because the Amerindians that they try to show you, like low key, there's an admixture. There's a South Asian admixture to those people. Like that no one is telling you about. You want to see an Amerindian, a real, like as close to a real Amerindian? Look at Ivan van Sertima. That's an Amerindian. We're funny.
I've definitely seen some. Them have something like Dominica, St. Vincent. Them have some.
Right. My wife, my daughters are Amerindian. They have that blood in them. Like my wife and my daughters have that blood in them. Like they have that in their family. You understand me? Yeah, like there's you know what I mean? But if you understand the continuum concept to the area, then you also understand but just even what you're saying, like Amerindian people are in different nation states, which means you can see the footprint of the real, like where their nation. You see? You can see a trace, like a trace amount of their nation, just like how they have it, like in Africa, like where certain peoples like are not a border people. They're in their footprint remains, and then nation states formed around them. You see? So like some of them end up in this country and some of them end up in that country. Whatever, guys. Like, oh, you guys got countries going? No doubt. Nation states will still be here. We're where we are, bro. You understand what I mean? And that's the same thing them do in this North America side of the thing. Because remember, like California and all these things used to belong to Mexico and all these things, Texas and all these places. So the people who them say I jump them borders, they are creating borders in the way of the people them natural with them always I go. Them always did I go about. No, you come fence off a place. Brother, me never tell you to fence off the place, me still want to go where me I go. And to this day, them still I go where them feel like go. It just costs a little more effort. But it coming like nothing, it coming like I just say it go. Like once you get used to a thing, I just say it go. You understand? Once you realize, oh, we have to go around this thing. Then you just go around the thing. And it's part of your thing. Just like Harriet told man. No people don't know say it's a Native American that, oh, the bomb buckler, she know the place so good. We not idiot. A real fool, you know. The Underground Railroad, the Underground Railroad. Listen to what you're saying. You really, like, why does it, like, it's a reference to a railroad, like, she wasn't working with, like, the reference of a train, bro. That's a Western reference. That's a white man then. Let me just use that term. That's a white man vibes. What she did that do? They were using, she was using the indigenous parts. Like that a man with just a deal with concrete road or dirt road, him don't see it. To a person who know the land, it's clear. It's like when me I drive, which part me there? Anyway me there. When me I drive at Jamaica, when me I drive here, so me know a certain road. So you might try to go like straight down Utica to go a certain place. I would never do that. You understand me? The road then when me I take it. Eh? Yeah, like me know when the light, where the light them, where the cops them is, the dangers, everything. So if you have my clear path, I have a clear path, but there's no. If you look on the map, you're not gonna see my path. Even a man, a man commented on it one time. I used to work at a studio in Avenue J and Flatbush, and one night I had to drive someone to Cortelio and somewhere up there, Cortelio and Coney Island or somewhere around there. And the streets that I went down, I almost didn't hit no light getting there. You understand me? And the man said, yo, the way you drive, like he couldn't believe how me drive, like like the street that when me take, like everything just a work out for me. Every time we get to the corner, boop, 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 the light just a change. Boop, boop, boop. Like the man say, yo, you're awesome, boy. Yeah. And people comment on it. And even the way how me drive influenced my wife, that even when my wife I drive with the mother, who's supposed to know the place little too, or know the place. She know the place before she there before she. You see me?
What?
Eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, and she goes, so she said, yo, where you know them streets are from? Because she had go place where she know, but the way how she had get there quicker with less traffic. So she said, yo, where you know them streets are from? I said, yo, Rigo teach me them streets. If we're driving to Rigo, me just know them streets. It's not like me teach her, yo, this is street, you click this street. And you go, over the years, she know my streets, so it becomes her streets. You understand me? She know my road, so she had to drive same way. Because she said it a reach way better than where people normally drive and take Utica to Flatbush and take Flatbush to. My youth, you gotta get whole heap of ticket. You go in the traffic. Police are gonna stop you. Traffic, ticket. You understand? You're good at getting a more accident because more, you see me, more cars. So, me not interested in that, bro. You understand? So, me drive my drive, but like, so, she, Aria told man, alright, I really wish I could remember. I'm going to try find her real name. Because she have a real name, you know what? Pussy love use the Aria told man name there. I mean, I like it. I mean, I don't even know why them do it. Why you do it? Why you do it?
Everybody wants a song with them familiar with, like,
Yeah.
you know?
I don't like it because them lady have a name, you know.
Yeah, my name, Mohammed, come name yourself Mo and all that.
Yeah, if you try and make people. You understand? The man come here, come say, boom, he name, Chin Sing Song song, or whatever I'm trying to name. He say, but you can call me Bobby. Me say, but Jesus Christ.
Yeah, exactly.
Me say, Jesus Christ.
Exactly.
Like the man come say name, like, but he say, no, watch that because man can just call me Bobby boy. He said, no, this not real. This don't real. And she married, you know, she's a married woman, you know. Listen to me, man. Okay. Let me just, please, man. Of course, her Wikipedia doesn't have this name that I'm looking for. It's like Amelia, like it's an A name, but I'm not seeing it for some reason. All right. Let me try to find it.
Alright, come Oh, yes, come on.
See if I can find. Araminta. And I seen a different last name. Araminta Ross. And look at Betty Ross. You see me I deal it? Like, cause when them say, oh, Betty Ross salt the flag, right? I that them say, don't it?
Yes.
Betty Ross salt the flag, and me always I think like them say, oh, it's a white woman do it, but why would you make a white woman sew anything in a slavery time? I've never seen anything like that. I don't understand that.
Yeah, that's weird.
Like, so I always, in my mind, I'm always saying like, this lady, this Ross lady, there's something to it. Like, I don't think that
This Ross lady.
this Ross lady.
Yeah, there's something fishy about
Like, I
that.
feel like he's a black woman then, as them love say. I feel like,
something fishy about
I saw my feel, like, me no business what a person feel. You understand? But see, our bar name is Aminta Ross. So where does Aria Tubman come from, brother?
Yeah.
Them used to call her Minty.
Some pseudonym thing.
Yeah, I mean, you know, me get it.
And I run with it.
Yeah.
I don't know
All right.
from
The Tubman come from our husband.
Okay.
Our first husband.
So, you know, name thing go like special them time then.
Yeah. But no, because I knew she was married, but I didn't remember that Tubman was the name, the married name. Right? So these are the things that some people feel know. Our name is Araminta. Right? So you see me? Like that not sound like one white man have a slave and a name slave. You get what me I dealing? And on a slave sitting. Okay. Our mother did name Harriet. She adopted the name, Harriet after her mother, Harriet Ross. Her name is Araminta. And obviously her mother named her.
Okay.
Comes from and her husband John Tubman, she did marry to in 1844. And here's the thing. She was married only 130 years before I was born.
Crazy.
It's not a hell of a lot of time. It's not a lot of time, bro. These people are just the other day. They're just like us. It's not no fairy tale people.
Yeah, that's what it is. That's like I call them people I think said history is just
Yeah, it's like a history person. It's not like a real smarty.
they don't think of it as a real person. They don't.
I hate it. I hate it.
They really don't. Like a history smart, you know?
Yeah. I mean, I like that, bro. Like, it takes away everything from it. Like, it's like you can't get to know why I want.
Like a history smart, you know?
Yeah.
Think about it real way.
No.
So,
Second husband. See, man, deal with the woman is a woman we're married, brother. Like she have a structured life. I don't know, no nappy smarty like where you know me I deal with. I don't know savage smarty where just them don't have no life, them don't have no standard of living, them don't have no sense, them just. This is not a slave. You get what I'm saying to you?
right.
All right. Like slavery is not the people that are being enslaved. Slavery is the people that are enslaving.
Exactly.
They are doing something.
Exactly.
Like you cannot
But
put
they
it.
flipped it. They have them thinking of it the other way.
Right. That's the
They
point
have
I'm
them
making.
thinking of it like that.
It's like your fault. It's like the person
They
that like
shifted the burden onto them.
right, the person that's being put upon. I mean, you are a slave, so
Just
like
with language.
right,
Just
like
with
right,
language.
you are a slave, so like slavery has to happen. Like how would slavery not happen if you're a slave? Like
Yeah.
slavery
You're in
comes
a natural position.
right, like they're not they're looking at it as like you're a slave, and then slavery like grows out of the fact that you're a slave.
Exactly.
When in fact,
You're gonna find your natural position. Like,
right,
You're just gonna fall into it, like.
because you are a slave, so I'm gonna be forced to like rule you. Like I'm just minding my business, but like because you're a slave, next thing you know, oh man, I gotta do stuff to you know what I mean? Like you're forcing me to make you a slave.
To yoke you, like
Yeah, like you're a slave. So what do you want me to do?
I gotta yoke you.
Right. I have to do the things then, like because like it's your fault. Like you're a slave. Like that's not how it works. That's not how it works. All right. It's a guy with bad behavior doing bad things to people. That's the person. All right? There are people and then there are enslavers. Like there's people who try to enslave people. There's no such thing as a slave. Like there's people and bad people who try to enslave other people. That's it. That's the only thing that exists.
They hypnotize them, so you know what I mean.
Like the people still are people, even after you're doing bad things to them. Like so don't. You're a slave. No, it's not. You're a slave. You need to stop the bad behavior.
The town of free slaves.
Oh boy, you can't have that.
We're
Oh.
on town for free slaves.
Hey, a guy was minding his own business, and he had his wife and children, and he had his farm and everything, and he was a free slave. Like what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like what did you just do? How? No, you can't do. You cannot mention. Wow.
You literally would believe.
Like I was walking down the road. Like me and someone got into something. It resulted in fisticuffs. I left. From now on, I'm a former fighter, former fisticuff fighter.
Boxer Mike Tyson.
But no, but even worse because like a boxer they chose to be a boxer.
Oh yeah.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Condition, yep.
Do you see like this is an ambitious effort. This is your ambition. So you achieve your ambition. But when someone that's why you're a boxer, right? Because you have achieved your ambition. Right. Right. Boom. When it's something happened to somebody, them say they're a victim. So they're a person who was victimized by a raper or a murderer. Right? You name the person that's doing it. Yes? Right? So you understand what I'm saying? Like what like Mike Tyson is a boxer, right? Or a former boxer Mike Tyson, right? Michael Tyson. No one says that, but I think that's good. Michael Tyson. Right? Boom. So now, slavery. Like you're naming the person who had the ambition is the one that you name. Right? When you deal with Pol Pot, like you name, you tell the you cuss the people them who am I dictate over, or you call him a dictator. You see me I deal with? Like the person who have the ambition, the person who I create, I do the behavior. I hear you if you do. I hear you call. I hear your name. I feel name you call them. Right? To put it all together. Right? Here doesn't names. You understand what I mean? Like what do you call it? That's like naming. That's like calling court. That's like calling chickens. Like you see a chicken, be like, hey, potential corpse. Hey, potential corpse. No, they're just chickens. That's the butcher. You call the person who's going to chickens and then killing them and eating them. That's the person you name. He's the butcher. You don't stigmatize chickens. Like you don't hear chickens getting a different name because people like eat them. You know what I mean? Like I'm just saying, I'm just trying to make sense of this stuff, like because it's rough. Like people come in like you have to start from rock bottom to try build up an understanding for them people. Or at least yourself. Because I'm one of those people. I live in the West. So I have to be reasonable. Like you see certain things, but Araminta. And that's an interesting name. I wonder if it means anything.
Yeah, very interesting. Very interesting. Some people also call it Moses, by the way.
Some people also call her Moses, you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. It says this in everything. But okay. Name meaning let's go. Meaning prayer and protection. Really? Wow. All right, let's do it. Is Araminta a Hebrew name? It means, they're saying it means lofty, but I don't see it that way. I could break it down a different way. But it's fire. Like, see, I can do a whole study to show you what this shit is, bro. Wow. There's a whole thing. There's a whole history of this name. They're saying it's an amalgam of Arabella and Aminta. But I don't see it that way in the sense because if all right, if if you know a language, right, and you're not like a word, like a name is just words. Do you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I can make a different name. I can say a different sentence.
Right. Or a different phrase.
Right, right. That doesn't mean like um um cooperation and then uh 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 uh, uh, uh how would I do it? What's another code name word?
That's what I'm saying. That's like how you have people they like Jalisa or something like that.
Right. But I'm not even gonna do that. I'm gonna do, but that's to me that's a when people do that, they don't have command of a language. They're not doing a language thing. They're doing a sounds good to me thing.
Yeah, they're using the same concept in a sense. Like,
No, but
on their level.
right.
You know?
Okay, I'll give you I'll give you that.
They're using that same concept on a level that they understand.
That I understand.
You know what I mean?
Like
When them do that, like some people try to do that. In a sense.
right. But there's a next side of it where you're just speaking. You're just naming the child what you want to say. Do you know what I'm saying? Like so, like or like, but that's why I wanted to get away from names because names are words, right? Like just like my name, my baptismal name, right? Amde. It's a name, right? That's what they call me in the church, but it's a word.
Right.
Like it
means
means
something.
right. It means stage or platform, right? So or foundation, however you want to interpret it, right? So I can say that in a sentence to say something, and that doesn't mean that I'm saying something about me.
Right.
Just like Haile Selassie. Haile Selassie.
You can use it in a sentence.
Right. And I'm not calling a person. Right? Like I'm not referring to a person necessarily. I could be using the sentence.
Some people don't even understand that.
I know that.
Some people don't even understand that.
That's the reason why some of the prior them that say Haile Selassie people get so offended by, because
they think, and see, that's how a lot of people got mixed up. Like,
Yep.
A lot of people got mixed up with that. Like,
Yep. A
mixed
lot.
up with that. Like,
On both sides.
mm-hmm.
On both sides.
On all sides.
Now I turned into Trump. I just did the Trump on both sides.
On all sides.
In a real life.
On all sides.
Right? Because not only is it like these Rasta people like, oh, it says Haile Selassie, that means X. And it does, but not the way you're going. It's not, it
Not
does
the way you think.
Right.
What you're doing. You know what I mean? Yeah, Selassie, but not the way you think.
Not the way you think. That's hilarious. No, it's a way, bro. It's a way.
Not the way you think.
That's why you have to.
You're transferring like a system that you grew up in.
Right.
Onto.
Right.
Like another thing. Like,
right.
You're
Right.
used to a certain thing. Like,
Yes.
Like where like you praise like a figure. Like,
Right.
It's just like, it's about like praising a figure. Like,
Right. A specific person specifically, like
you're coming from like the pseudo modern Christianity where it's all about like praising like Jesus. Like it's all about that. Like,
yeah.
Like it's not about like observing the principles or learning the history.
Nope.
It's not about that. It's just about praising like like just praising you,
like and feeling a connection and understanding like the value system of your forefathers.
It's become about like just like talking about that figure
like a cult of personality vibe. Like it's not so
right. That's what it's become.
Right. So
like and
so now you're bringing your cultish
If you grew up in that tradition, you think it's natural to just do that. So you just simply transfer that onto another figure.
Right. And then God help you, it says Haile Selassie.
Yeah, so like that's a thing, man. That's a real thing that I've thought about. Like a lot of guys transfer that system like onto like that's the thing, like
Yeah. No, real thing.
I always
real
come back
thing.
to the guy that I saw at the Binky house.
Yep.
I always come back to that. That was like that was when I really had to start looking into that, like
and more accurately, what you would want to say, you don't want to say Haile Selassie. What you want to say is Kadamawi Haile Selassie.
Right.
That's what you want to say, because now it's a name, because it's the first power of the Trinity, and it's still a sentence. It's still a sentence, the premier authority of the Trinity. This person is the premier authority, and they are in charge of the Trinity, right? They're the face of the Trinity, right? The point man, of you understand what I mean, of the power of the Trinity. So he has the power of the Trinity, right? He yields the power of the Trinity, this person. So it's kind of a description. It's a description. Kadamawi Haile Selassie. If you just say Haile Selassie, you're just saying the power of the Trinity. Oh, okay. Right? That's like saying supermarket. Thank you, but what about it? You know what I mean? Car dealership. What? Like, what about it? Right? Kadamawi Haile Selassie. Oh, the person that yields the power of the Trinity. Got you. So that would be the person, most likely the emperor. Like, who's going to be called that? Those type of titles are reserved for certain positions.
Man, I couldn't take that guy, man. So I went to Ethiopia to do that.
Yeah, to waste people's time and make it look bad.
Couldn't take that guy. Like, he's just like seeing everything from this like woke guy thing, like it's crazy, man.
But like, see, the nomenclature, they don't have the right language, right? They don't have the right thoughts because they don't have the right language. Like you only could think the words that you know. You see what I'm saying? The concepts that you're familiar with. Like they're not educated enough to, like you could be, right? What Bob said? Bob said, in the abundance of water, the fool is thirsty, right? Rat race. Cause rat race here come from. What is rat race? US, don't rat race is US?
Yep.
What is rat race?
Yep.
Alright, because remember when Cherry them and what the brother name? You have a next brother we're singing at the Whalers when Bob did go Baltimore, when Bob did go foreign. Damn, Brett and Bradley. The name Bradley. Junior Bradley. Right? When them sing some song when Bob never did it. Right? In the Whalers, because you have some Whalers without Bob. When Rat Race right, what is Rat Race referring to? Rat Race is referring to the hustle and bustle, so-called, of US. Right? And some of the observations, right, inspired by Ibel, where Bob see him saying in the abundance of water the fool is thirsty. Him say some people them don't get it. Them don't know the meaning of life then. It seemed to me that him has said.
Well, the thing is all around you, bro. get it.
You don't know it. So the man in a Ethiopia, him in a... Where you say the man there? Lalawa?
Yeah, Lalibela, yeah.
In the Lalibela. Which is basically heaven. Like, if you can understand what I'm saying. Like, it's... all right, even the folklore about Lalibela is Bill Hall.
You know, it's just a folklore about the angels and back.
Thank you. No, I'm just saying.
They tell you the real thing. They always make sure to tell you the real story, though.
Right. But the point is that there's folklore around it that it's an isla place, it's a holy place, and to the point where angel help build it. That is what is the vibes that surround the place. So in a certain sense, this is the closest to heaven that you've got. Where have you gone on earth where they say that angels built it? Did you get what I'm saying to you?
Yeah.
Where on earth is there a society that is basically first century Christianity? What I'm saying is, you're literally in Sion. You're literally in Addis Jerusalem or Addis Ababa. Right? So you're literally in, quote unquote, heaven. Some people say God lived in Ethiopia. A lot of people over the centuries, over the millennia, I say where the gods love to dwell. So all I'm saying is that out of anywhere on earth, if there's anywhere on earth that's heaven, this is it.
But you have to know a little bit of something to know that.
I understand that. I'm not saying he should know that. What I'm saying is he's in heaven.
You should.
But whether he knows it or not is not the point for me. The point is that he's in heaven and he doesn't know it. That's the point. That's why he's arguing with people about black. He has this thing about black and when they and black. That's his main reason for going to heaven, to get back to him Gadman, to go tell him say black and dreadlocks. And then if you fight dreadlocks, like them, if you look like a white man we don't like you, then if you start like you because you found some value in yourself somewhere else that they don't care about.
They said dreads, boy.
Dreads.
I was like, wow. Nah, I forgot to talk about dreads.
See, and they call it in Ethiopia. They call it oh my God, kendeb is your eyebrow, but they call it kendela. I can't remember. See, always forget stuff, bro. Like when you don't.
It's wild, man. But it's a different meditation, totally.
Right.
Totally, like when you're in the West, like as I say in the rap race, like you can't even med certain things, like your whole timing would have to be different.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can't even mess the thing right now. Oh, man. You think too corrupted, like
Yep.
you can't even see it.
Nope.
You can't even see it, trust me.
Mekole fiawoch. But that's not the kind of locks I'm talking about. They're talking about locks, like the actual, you know what I mean? Something to lock a door or something.
Oh, okay.
just hate writing dreadlocks. It's a nightmare. It's a nightmare for me.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's what most.
Like I have to write that here, but like I don't like it. Ah. They said, you know,
Most people know that.
stupid. I used to know the word is Candela, I think it is. Man, I just gotta get back on my shit, bro. You know what I mean? Like, cause I would love to like be able to say that word right now, but it's difficult. It's difficult to remember everything. It's difficult to remember everything.
Yeah, I try to do something all the while.
Yeah, all the while, every day. Like I have to be saying this word every day.
Practice, like,
Yes,
practice
like yes. It's a strand or cluster of hair. A cluster of hair. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Mecolphia. Mecolphia. Tekelfella, but it's locked. Tekelfella. But it's still that ke. I still hear that ke in it. So I'm sure this is probably it. See, and the two is a strand or cluster of hair. So yeah, kelfe. Let me see. Come on. Oh shit.
Lock.
That's stupid. I wanted to hear it say that anyway. That's stupid. Saying that English is the dumbest thing I've ever seen. Lock. Thank you. That was. I appreciate it. Actually crazy.
Dread loco, boy.
just losing it. The meaning being lost. Like just
Dread loco.
just like sounds like Dread Loco. Damn. Why?
Dread loco, dread.
Dread Local. Dread Local. This is what I think it should be. Ah.
Dread loco.
So why would you? Right.
Dread loco.
I just wow. Wow. That's rough. That was rough. But I knew it started with that kelfe. But why I keep on thinking of kende? I think I'm thinking of eyebrow, kende. Why I keep on hearing the D? But it's kelfe. Tekelfial. Locked. Right? But it says strand of hair or cluster of hair. Also. You see me? Kelfe. So it's kelfe. Not something with a D. I keep on hearing, but it's kendeb is your eyebrow. So that's probably why I keep thinking of that. You know what I mean? But yes. But see, like you could anyway, whatever. Huh? Or Mekelfia. Locks. Mekelfia. Or you could say Mekelfia watch. Or Mekol. Oh, Mekolfia watch. For the plural. Kelfe. Mekolfia watch. Super dope. Anyway. You understand what I mean? Like that's like how like that's how I be building my shit. You dig? Like, I try to find out how to use the words that I want to say. That's my main thing. I just want to be able to say what I want to say. You understand what I mean? That's the main thing. And then also, how are things said in general? And then you put those two together because then you get your unique expression out of that. You understand what I mean? I do that shit in English. So why wouldn't I do it? You know what I mean? Like, why would I do it in anything? You understand what I mean? So I always, I'm saying, I'm going to use the words differently, but I still need to know how it's used generally. So that when I'm using them a certain way, you go, oh, that I'm making a point. You see what I mean? By doing certain things. So it works out. You understand me? It works out. What? Like we just like that guy. That guy is sick though. That guy, like, those people get me very upset. Just like I saw a guy in Ghana, like he don't know anything. Like he doesn't know anything about Ghana, bro. But that's how you know how sick the U.S. is. The U.S. is so sick and so poison and toxic that a guy would jump out and go place where him not know. Just to free up. You know what I tell you? Don't blame the guy. The guy. What was he singing? Remember? We always make fun of it. This documentary where the guy is singing with a guitar about like being like a weird pseudo Bob Marley and like singing about His Majesty or something.
Yeah, man, I wish I could remember.
I can't remember what he was singing, but like those guys. But those guys, like you're seeing a psychosis brought on by a socio-political situation.
Yeah. Freedom.
Yeah, something ridiculous. Like stop, friend. I use the term loosely. Stop. I don't want to call you goy, but you're definitely acting like a goy right now because, like, what are you doing? Like, y'all don't get it. Y'all, a lot of these people take this thing for a joke, like for like a what do you call it? Like a joyride thing, like a fantasy destination, like no. Adventure. Thank you. You know what me I say. You understand what me I say? Like, cause a joyride is an adventure. Like you just do it feel like yeah, like to see what happen. Like, am I going to Ethiopia as an adventure, brother? Like, this is a serious thing. Like, people in a captivity, we go through stay like we in an exile. Like, we need, you understand, like economic relief. Like, we need people need education.
Sure, not nothing to lose, like that.
Yeah, because the thing very dire and very grave down here. And
like, we are gonna go to like we are gonna go to not nothing to lose, it can't be worse than this.
Exactly. That kind of vibe. So hence the non-education, the not knowing anything, because the way how the place at like the time at down here like man just want to left and find like they want to find a like, pardon the expression, a utopia. You know what I mean? Ethiopia.
I was going to say the same thing, a utopia.
Right? Like, they want to find an Ethiopia. Ethiopia. You understand? So, it seemed like, you know what I mean? Like, because again, like, most of the thing you're going to think about or hear about is some ancient thing. You're not going to study the place right now and how much for rent and where is the crime rate the most, and you see me? And where's the best school for the youth them where you gotta have where you don't realize say you gotta
Yeah,
do.
you're not even thinking about
You're
it.
not thinking about nothing. You're not thinking about nothing. You don't know no Amharic, no nothing. You just got it because dreadlocks and ganja and Haile Selassie. Are you sick?
Mm.
Yes is the answer.
At that moment, yes.
Yes is the answer because of the psychosis brought on by the pressure of the bigoted society that manifests itself as racism. Eh?
And you adopt like a religious like a concept.
Right.
So where you should have looked on the worldly part of it. Like,
Yeah, because then you're not then in the world you live in, brother.
you gotta look on the spiritual part of it, but you should have looked on the worldly part of it.
Yeah, yeah. And you have the
You
spiritual
never-
part wrong.
You never look on that part of it like too as much as the other part.
No, because that sweet you more. You do the thing where
Right.
sweet you. You not do the thing where makes sense, where it take a little hard work, it take a little effort, it take a little sober thinking. You know that. You want to smoke drugs and you want to grow hair. You understand? You want to hire up yourself and grow hair and go place for adventure. That is in summation, that is the people that will go Ethiopia in the 70s. That's up for no matter. Alright? Alright. Ah, boy. Ah. It was a little harsh because Sucker No Matter was a little harsh, but I meant it at the time. A minute ago I meant it. You understand me? But the gist of the point I'm trying to make is that get the fuck out of here. Like, get real is what I'm trying to say. That's a colloquial way of saying get real. You understand me? Like, really, guys? Really?
Man.
I really
That's
think
easy. That's
no,
easy.
it's not easy. And like, as Rastafari, it's very cathartic to say these things so that I know for sure it's not foolishness me I deal with. You understand? Because if I them something me I deal with, please somebody wake me up and get me out of here. Please cut me ear, like box the ganja out of my hand, like give me some chicken to eat. Please do something for help me. No man, get like some steak that we can get it in here and do something. You understand? I mean I got the wrong way.
You know what's funny, man?
What? What self-deprecating Rastafari? Like that's funny, but what else is funny?
Yeah, that's definitely funny, but I remember last year when we done a show, I just remember like bands that had played before me, right?
Mm.
And like after that show and everything, about that show, they say, yo, brother, before the show, I'm on the never on the line.
Yo, wait, what is that?
On that show, they said, like, I'm on the stage with a tall dread,
Yeah.
a tall ear dread, like, like, I'm on the show, they said, like, look at later, like, oh, I'm on the show, they say, before the show, I'm on the never on the locks, like,
Yo!
I was dying.
Wait. So no, I can't believe.
So you know the man have a weak sorry what my top or something.
Yo, me not like what you said to me, bro. Me not like what you said to me. Wait, cool.
Yo,
Cool F. It's
a
cool.
reggae band, boy. It'll be a
So
reggae
you have to
band,
just put on the trap. You have to do your
better
thing.
have a locks man, better have a dread man.
Yo, that's horrible. No, but me have one worse for you. Me have a worse one for you. Me have a worse one. More horrible, more terrible than that. Terrible. Alright. Me and my brother with that Jamaica. We go so boom son. One of brother friend named Kirky. Boom. He live where he live again? What them call up this so? What them call over this? Tavern. He live at Tavern there. Boom. So we are deep in the Kingston up at Tavern.
Here's a cup here. Yeah, a little soup. No, here. Here.
Yeah.
Yeah, now you're here.
Yeah. So you live at Tavern and everything, right? So you can know say a real youth, you understand? Boom. Real youth everything in brewery. My Munga road manager, bro, everything. You understand? Like mover and shaker, gunman, everything. Like know everything. Like just beer, just wanna just know the thing. Right? Boom. Like every party, you know everybody in every part like yeah man. Like a real street youth. Boom. So we are go I can't remember what them call it now. I can't remember the party name now for some reason. But I one party up out of one place like one hill way up where Chronics them start and Protege them and so it's a Rasta party. Right? Big Rasta party, you have to go up in a one hill, deep. You drive for like half hour to reach up a hill, you know, to reach a party in a hill, you know. The hill steep and a one road to go up the hill and somebody could be coming down the hill. So it's just an interesting thing. It's like you have faith to go up this hill and make sure so nobody I drive I come up or I come so it's a meds you have to underneath to reach. So by the time you reach the hill you're up on a meds, you see me?
Yeah, for sure.
So by the time you reach and then when you reach up a hill, you know, boom. The whole of City Kingston you see. Beer lights. You see underneath you. So it's a beautiful scene, it's a beautiful party. I literally have some footages. We can send you if we can find it. To make you see what me I said. We can't remember the name of the party. And I just let me see when
that sounds nice.
it's amazing. It's amazing. It's amazing. Alright? And like but like the point is so I give you all the scene. So you know so you see all of the Rasta people from Jamaica. You don't see them. Like when you're in a normal society day to day, you're not seeing no Rasta people. I just ballhead you see. And then so when you go up in a hill you see all of these Rasta people now. Different woman, everything.
Yeah.
Right? Boom. Kirky's a youth, boom, everything. When we a drive go up, we start to know what to say. But wait. It seemed like Kirky here tall up. Right? Him put on the man put on things like it's like him put on a thing like a tam and like something I dropped down out of a tam and like it's a man we know for years, you know, but for some reason we are got a rest. So him feeling and say, me not understand this like you don't know say it's offensive to I and I, brother, like yo, it's a thing where we literally had to ignore. Like, do you know when you see something so heinous that like...
Yeah, you just... Whatever I said that.
You know what it is? I'm going to literally pretend this is not happening.
I'm not seeing this.
I'm not. I refuse to address this. Like, to the point where like my hand will go around your neck like if I really like...
I can't imagine that I've seen this.
No! So... I could understand a guy putting on a wig like to do a reggae show, like even though I'm completely against it, I can't
kill the guy.
I can't kill the guy. I can't. What do I do? Kill the guy? Like, oh my goodness, bro! Like, that's a great I love it. That's a good one. That's a good one. I can't kill the guy. Is yeah.
I could kill a guy.
Like I'm a New Yorker. Like you say it like that. I kind of yeah. I see what you're saying. I can't kill the guy.
I can't kill a guy.
Love it. Like that's a reasonable position. Like everything, all things. Like, do you agree? No. Like, would you rather he don't? Yes. Like all of these things. But like, what am I like? What? So you know.
I can't kill a guy, and he's in Detroit, like he's in Michigan, like
Right.
that's his hustle, like
And
there wasn't too many around.
And there's no critical mass of anyone to check him. Like there's not enough of that culture actually there for that to even be offensive.
Could have done anything. No one is the wiser. Like,
Right. It's like
they
whatever.
don't know enough to know anything.
Right.
Like,
This is probably what happens. This is probably what it is. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe
that's
that.
what it was for him for a while.
But I mean, that's probably what we're seeing out there because they couldn't possibly actually grow that here. So
Right.
so this might actually be par for the course. Like I don't know.
I'm sure some other guys have done it. I mean, like
Who Beanie Man?
if that guy did it.
Who Beanie Man?
I can't get into these things.
I can't get into these things. It's hilarious.
I won't stop laughing.
It's hilarious to me, bro. Like, because the thing is with me, I don't business what anyone does. So, because I've heard these things over the years, but
I can't pay no mind. It's too funny.
Yep. I've heard these things from over the years, but I personally don't give a fuck. So I won't be like really, and then like go do like some deep investigation to find out if it's true. Like it's either it's true or it's not. Like I can't care, right? But it is funny. Number one. Number two, like this is a great time to like use it as if like it's true because we've heard this over the years. Have you not heard this?
Oh man, no, not with people.
Yeah, definitely. Who you heard it with? Who you heard it with?
I haven't heard that.
Who you heard it with? Who you heard it with?
I don't really pay attention to that.
Okay.
I can't say I have. I mean, I know guys cutting and things, but I haven't heard. And I know these guys have got extensions, like.
Which is hilarious.
Lots of extension, but.
Yeah, that's exactly what they say he did. Cause he was growing his liquor here like for a liquor time, and then next thing you know, like him thing taller. You understand what I mean? So like everybody started saying, I at first, I don't know that that's the case or not, right? That I don't know. I think it's funny. But I don't know if it's the case or not. But people were saying it, so like I'm pretending as if I agree or I you know, because it's funny. You know what I mean, I don't know if I act in. I don't know who else like, but like they say, because usually they say like, oh yeah, but they never name the person. You know what I mean? Like, you know, so.
I seen Cargo at the address it. Locks, like, Cargo said, yo, like, I never said I was Rasta, like, yo.
Right, but his wasn't an extension thing. They bought on Cargo because in Mars.
Right. Like,
Yeah.
But right, like no, that's not no extension.
Yeah. But yes.
I was talking about the locks thing. Right?
Yeah, just the concern that the general population or people, Jamaicans, then like we.
The people that are ignorant for true, like the ignorant, like, but that's how it is. Like culture has certain ramifications.
Yep,
Like,
that's correct, sir. Like you can't hold certain mantle, you cannot hold on a certain mantle, and they don't expect the responsibilities. Don't, because again, as loose as it is, Rastafari is the priest of the West. I mean,
like,
for the most part.
things,
Does that make? Am I saying something crazy? For
no,
us,
it's just certain things, and then say, yo, yo, I want,
yeah. Like a man gonna eat pork so till, right? You see, when you put on the locks,
yeah.
you cannot eat the pork.
And the one I say, yo, but eventually you have to just cut off.
You cannot get the benefit. You can't get the big up and the respect and the benefit from the legacy and the tradition and the thing of the priesthood of the Western Hemisphere of our people. And then you come bow. Oh no, you're like that's like what that remind me of the Dave Chappelle joke, like when a man just dress up in a police thing, and then you just walk over and say police, like the guy just robbed me. He's like, oh, just because I have on a police uniform doesn't mean that I'm a, no, don't you, we're not doing that with y'all. Like it actually, yeah.
You're gonna keep running into that.
Yes.
You're gonna keep running into
and it's gonna be uncomfortable because it's the same thing with the same thing. Sorry if you have to do this, but it's the same thing with your. I mean, I mentioned her name. It's the same thing with your friend. You want ton blood clot? What you saying, ton? All right, right. Like you want to turn a Moab, right? Right? Like a Moab, right? You want to be some weird. Zabak, bro, like Zabak. Yo, you know you have to look for Zabak. Zabak dead. You know, so Zabak has hacking thing, same way. But right? He says Zabak jump with Zabak. You see, one day I go and set up myself that me subscribe. You know, me not subscribe to nobody I know in our life.
What?
Yeah, no, I don't subscribe to no YouTube channel. The amount of years, yeah, everything. But anyway, I want to do it. But I want to set up my one that when you subscribe with my channel, if you look into mine, you come enter my thing. So anyway, my real thing, not just like just a hooks where me I use. Right now, this one where me I use is just a hooks for navigate the YouTube. But it's not a real channel with it, you understand, with the thing. Even the thing where we're on right now. But I want to use this and navigate the thing. So when people click on this, them come to our channel. You see me? But anyway. So that is that. But what me say? Damn, I forgot what. Yeah, like you can't come in at like reggae music, at Jamaican music. See? Jamaican people. Me not care who you be. Jamaican people are Rastafari people.
Right.
Me don't care if you're Christian, you're Rastafari. You have Rastafari culture.
You have to do it yourself to do that.
Yes, right? You cannot come with no idiot thing and function in the thing you got always but confusion or dissonance or discrepancy with your little ideology, brother. Like, me never see a person set up themselves for your fall in all my life so much in all my life. Like, where you put so much pitfall in your thing, brother. Like, we raise you as a Rastafari. But you come rebel, you come tattoo up yourself, you come do up your thing, you come turn a Moab. You understand me? I say? Like, you understand? You come turn a Moabite, brother. Like, you understand? I don't know who tell if you bite. You understand? So, like, you understand? I don't know how much. You understand? Moabite. You name more. And more you name because you bite.
Yeah.
You understand? But no man, me I wonder to myself, what's wrong with that brother? You're like, why would you like you're not gonna be able to gel with people because people are gonna burn you out, like even if they're not fit, even if they don't outright, they might go, no sir. And everybody you wanna link with a Rastafari and you're not Rasta. How would you know my bumbuck like this? You understand? The music base and Rastafari and Haile Selassie. You get me?
Yeah, that's something else.
Where you going, Nina? Go do the song them, go do the music with them people they do. Cause you have our next gad. I have our next gad here, Nina.
The next guy, man.
Yeah, you got in our next gad, man. You see me? Yo, nothing funny like this. There's nothing on earth where sweet like this. Don't care what nobody say. You understand me?
Yo, it's so accurate, it's ridiculous.
Exactly. Like that's why if it wasn't accurate, it
Man,
wouldn't be
you
fun.
talk to like. Man, you talk to make it start like.
Yeah, going at that. Nothing else. And the people you did monks and you're so soft and so what you call it then? Malleable and influential and you understand? It's a what man? It's a what man? Anything go, anything can go on. You understand? So no, it's so impressionable and vulnerable and mere
Attractive looking cat man comes.
the charismatic God man forward, is it? God. Same thing happened when in Ghana, Puerto Rico, me the Jamaica call them and tell them, come out of that, don't make them drug you, don't make them put the cocaine into your nose, don't make them...
Cat man, you're sweet up here, man.
Yeah. You know, like me was like...
Sweet.
You understand? And then hold him and tattoo him. I know you not tell the story because me know say you never decide, say, you are going to print up a man logo on your hand, so talk. Just me and show you, say, Guerrero. Guerrero hold him and say, you not get where we print up. Brand new, it's like the bunny thing on you. It's not even like a pretty tattoo. It's like a cow thing. You understand? Any which part you go, and you are. Remember your gad man.
Remember your gad man.
Yo. Remember your gad man is.
Why? Remember your gad man.
Why? Yo. Calling your subject a boy is hilarious. Yeah, this your follower. This, yo, your class up in follower. Say, boy, remember your grandman, yeah, boy. You hear me, boy? You hear that? Remember why your grandman, you hear that? E boy? Yeah. Yo, tears are rolling down my eye, brother. Like, Cause normally a gad man, you know if you're like aggressively, you understand the person if you follow you like with like you know if you show man say you alright now. Remember why you gad man, you hear me boy? Box out your teeth, you see me? Threatening, like a threatening gad man, like. Yo, like a overbearing gad man is hilarious. Like, Oh my goodness, bro. Like,
You know what I mean? Like, yo, so the thing was.
God, man. God, man.
And this is this member why I got my
Yeah, that brand new. You see me? Brand boy to the thing. You see me, boy?
Yeah, that was things are political. Like,
Yes.
that's why Lake Yasu got like run out. Like,
Yep.
so those things are political. Like, you can't like deal with a different thing within a certain structure.
Right.
Like, it's like response or like it's political.
Yeah, because you pop up the thing, you dilute the thing. So yeah, every man I say, yo, Jano, and you come say, and Allah too. Say, all right, out.
Yeah,
Like
you come at a thing like you coming at a thing that's a peer like peer Hindu thing like.
yeah.
Man, I said, yo, what is like? And like it's not put a peer Hindu thing like come here and say, yo, what is brother? And it started to some chant like a Shiva chant.
And some
Man, I said, yo.
yeah. even if you're familiar with what is it like, even if you're familiar with what is it, brother? Like, I know that we are do. Like, we know about them and everything.
Ramifications, and then like India, your enemy, certain things are going like. I know you are come like India, your top enemy.
Yeah.
Top enemy, you are come down, yeah, big man of the government.
Yeah.
And like a real Hindu thing, yeah, brother.
Yeah. And I go and like say nothing wrong.
Man, I look like yo, brother, what is that? You know what I mean? Like it's gonna have political ramifications.
Of course it is. Of course it is. Culture, simplified, the way things are done. We speak this way. This is our Gadman. This is our value system, and so on. Where you are come with now. You disrupt the thing. I thought I could get that one by you. Like, this is our Gadman. It's hilarious to me. But I tried to say it with a straight face, but you caught it.
It's funny because it's real.
Yeah, it's real. It's real. It's real.
Like Gandhi's like a Gadman.
Yeah. Yes. In many respects, them even have statue of him in Manhattan. It reached Manhattan to own my Gadman.
Yeah, but Gandhi's a Gadman.
Straight.
Like MLK Gadman.
Gadman them.
MLK Gadman, like
What about people Gadman? A white man.
Yeah.
A white man. To unreach the real Gadman part, I think. Yo, saying Gandhi's a Gadman is, I don't know how to continue. I'm trying. Like, he said it a long time ago, but I haven't. I'm still like trying to stop. Like, I can't laugh at that. That would destroy my life. That's so funny. Like, the amount of tears. Sky and Gad. Yo. Gadman? Like, so many things are funny about that. So many things. Like, not saying that, like saying Gad is referring to like the 12 tribes. Like, it's just very funny. It's very funny. Very, very funny.
That coming as a new talk. Gad thing, coming as a new talk. From Belgium and everything.
But they might say God, they might say God. They might say God.
But yeah, I get, but they might say God.
Yeah, but when you are saying God, that made me think about certain things. But go ahead. Yeah. Well, yeah, in general, yeah.
Them coming with the God talk.
Yeah, man.
But me, I say God because original thing. Like,
yeah.
That's the original.
Yeah.
Someone used to say God, but someone never used to like that. So they used to say, yo, no, man, I have to say God. You have to say God.
How you say it? You must say God.
Call it someone say God, man.
Yeah.
Someone will love it. Man.
Yeah.
That was a controversy with God, man.
Yep. That's a fact. God and God, God and God.
God, man.
And that's why even them all that say, when them a say ground God and these things, them a spell it, them a try to spell it different if you try to make it say a different something. But yeah. But to me, vowels are, they're interchangeable.
God, you got a G, you think coming strong.
Yeah.
Every man I said about this God, no, I'm that God.
Yeah. But
It's funny, man.
me good. I like this. This is better than the other one. Like than the idiot white man sky god thing. Like this better to me. Me prefer this god thing. Me involving at the god talk. You understand? And the god talk. You understand? Right? Me talk that way because that we are say. Like that highly means you understand what I'm saying? The God then. The power. So when man I say yo, like Bunty a ground God, like that means say in control the ground, him have power on the ground. Ground like God mean power. It doesn't mean oh you're disrespecting the white man like with the harp on the cloud like you can't interfere with his territory like his psychological territory like your gully God in control. He have power in the gully. You understand me? Those are perfectly reasonable, logical monikers.
Yeah.
Like I completely support that.
Good reach.
It makes sense to me. This I burn out certain like sky god, white man sky god thing. So this is a purging. This is a purging of psychology through culture. You see me? So me like it.
Remember, it's a wild thing. It's just wild. It's a wild
Me love it. Like even though man don't know what them I do, it'll happen organically. It'll happen regardless. You not have to know what happen. Feet happen.
It's wild.
Yeah.
It's a wild thing. But I see it though.
No, me see it, man.
See it.
Me see it.
I see it out. Sit back on there. Sit back on there.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Man, I know about them something. See them and come there. You understand? But no. But no man, the God thing man is a funny thing man. God thing. God thing. It take time. Everything take time. You cannot rush the thing. That no means say you sit down and wait. You have to know what you have to do. You have to move forward. But moving forward and rushing is two different something. You understand? You can't rush the thing. Everyone is in a heated rush.
No wonder because the one that give me an appointment tomorrow after what the way of Toledo.
Which part?
Toledo, Ohio.
Fidua?
The Apple Store.
Oh.
Yes. The course as well.
What you gonna do?
Whenever I tell you that my computer is like, I think it's the port from Omanara. Don't think it's like a port.
Oh.
Where you charge it into like.
Right.
It's only normally after I read the Thunderbolt.
The Thunderbolt, yeah. The Thunderbolt USB, yeah.
So I think it's because it wasn't charging.
Right.
And like, you know what I mean? So I figure it's that because we even tried a different charger and it
right.
Charger. So I figure it must be the port. You know what I mean? And the port itself was showing like it never had sure like it was just it was bugging out, like, you know what I mean? So,
Mm. Yeah, but no, them fix them good with them something there, so long as you have warranty and these things. Even when you don't have warranty, then we try to help work with you. That's a good thing about it. Like sometimes them say, let me see what we can do, and sometimes them fix the thing for me. Just fix that my mom computer was the screen was shattered,
yeah.
and then fix it.
We need a screen too, but I don't know if that's fixable. That's another
Definitely,
thing I wanna ask
definitely,
about.
definitely.
That's another thing I
Especially,
wanna ask about,
especially if it's within the thing. If you come with a 1983 Apple, them I gonna say, John, no, like we don't really support them there. Again. If you all like how you have Thunderbolt, that means that this is a more recent laptop. So
yeah.
you got more, them I got more help you. But sometimes them reserve themselves. It don't work with certain machine again. Like them don't carry the parts. Them don't. You understand because it's a business. So
I'm very curious to see if it's possible with this screen to look right now at this computer itself. Think about.
But no, but you go want a monitor too. You go want a screen. So yeah, you have to look over it too.
So, but I need to really, it's just a sign to me to upgrade my thing. Like I have to get a storage and a protection.
Yeah.
Thing that, like,
yes, man. No, man. This is part of it. This is part of it. And remember, you have a lot of archives were important. So you need to start to look on it that way. Yeah, man. It's very
very scary, very disconcerting, man.
Now you can take out the hard drive out of the thing and plug it up in an enclosure and then just deal with it.
See, now that's the thing that made me feel a little better because I know it's not a crash.
Right.
I know it's a
see that's a good point. That's a good point. So it's not that your hard drive is corrupt and it's messed up. It's just that
it's not that I'm like worried.
Right. Like you lose your thing. It's just okay. How am I gonna? What's the best way to access my hard drive, basically?
So words come to words. Like I could
extract the hard drive.
Yeah.
Yep.
Take out the hard drive.
Yep.
So at least I don't have that anxiety.
Right. It's just how exactly am I going to handle the issue, the obstacle? It's an obstacle.
Yeah.
It's not like a.
And I said, boom, the thing, boom.
Death sentence, like it's dead. So like the thing gone.
See
like.
it, my watch is loose for
Right.
See till it run all that to 2% that
Right. Right. So you know, say a power.
I want to turn it down, consider the correct battery.
Right, so you say it want charge.
Right, so, it's not like
turn on a pick, pop. Yep, I had those problems. My shit started clicking.
With my Ableton crash, and I was worried like hell, but I got it back. I got it back, but I was worried for a while. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's the game.
Lost in the story that
yeah, man, that's the game, man. Like it's about the story. It's about file management. That's what it's about.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's about file management.
No more. I try to edit some video. I can do it. I just simply don't have enough room. Like I can't. So, you know what I mean? Something else I have to step up. Like,
need the tools. Need the tools.
Maximum right now.
Need the tools like Armino, like I have a capacity. I have 500 gigs in my hard drive, and I don't have it all full. But the things that I want to do it won't full it, but it'll bring it close enough to full that the thing get cumbersome. It start get laborsome. Yeah.
My thing, I think, is like 100 or something, or less than that, or something like that.
Yeah?
100 and something like that.
No. Right, but you probably got the lowest laptop. You probably got the what do they call it, the base model. You didn't expand the memory or anything like that when you first. Right. But most people, they buy a laptop and then they work. Most people don't. and most retailers are not like, yo, you're gonna need expanded memory because you're probably gonna do music. No, they just think that you're gonna go online a little bit, write a paper or two, and turn off the damn laptop, and you won't need that room. Like, not everyone is a creator or a content creator or someone like that.
Yeah. And then the minute you start to add effects and stuff to your stuff, that's taking up more.
Yep. CPU power. CPU power.
Realize.
Very taxing. Very taxing. Like any music program, any DAW, any DAW system is very taxing. You have to have niggas be building special computers to just do gaming, much less. Like you want like gaming, like, because that's what we ended up having to do. Like literally look at gaming processors to like consider, like, you know what I mean, based on the amount of stuff that I'm gonna be doing. And the only people that do that amount, right? It's the same thing. It's the same thing. I come on, you seen what happened with me when I was making that film?
I would imagine they need a lot because those files are big, man.
Son, every time I did one thing, just one thing, I want to move this clip. As a matter of fact, just me introducing clips into Final Cut. All right, I want this World War II scene. Put it in, boom, crash. Crash immediately. The only good thing about Final Cut in that situation is that it saves immediately. So when I turn it back on, the thing that I put in there is gonna be in there. You see? So I just had to keep doing that. Every time I make a move, it crashes. Then I turn it on back, and I continue from there. It crashes. I turn it on, and that went on for 2 weeks. 2 weeks for how long was the thing? 11 minutes. So that shows me that I need way more, and I was doing that. I was doing that with See, but it depends on how much, which gig of memory are you talking about? Are you talking about the hard drive, or are you talking about the RAM that you have 100 on?
Oh man, so I think it was the hard drive.
Okay.
That's a good question.
Because it's a big difference.
That's a good question. I think it was the hard drive.
Well, that's a small amount for hard drive. That's not. That's a lot for RAM. You understand me?
I remember. I understand you. Right?
So I would imagine either you have amazing amounts of RAM, or you have a very low hard drive capacity.
Yeah, a low hard drive for RAM.
All right, I would imagine. Cause like I was doing that Final Cut thing, the film thing. With our voice or whatever, our thing for our channel, I was doing our Final Cut. What, I don't even remember what I was saying. I can't remember. Maybe if I smoke some weed, I'll remember. No. What were we just talking about? I forgot.
The movie, the files, like the computer capacity.
Oh yeah. I was doing that film with two gigs. Say that? No, four gigs of RAM, random access memory. 4 gigs. You understand what I'm saying? And that's why I was tripping. Because it was cumbersome to do anything, and I always have YouTube on or some kind of search engine on. I mean, what do you call it? There, what do they call this thing, man? What is browser? You understand? I always got a browser open, and then I always have like a DAW open. You know what I mean? A music program open. So those two things running together all day, all night for days and days and months and weeks, because I don't turn off my computer. You understand? Like the RAM just
That's what I've been doing.
Right? The RAM just get really, really, like, it gets looped up. Like it keeps on looping on itself. You understand me? And I don't have enough room. So I changed the RAM alone from 4 gigs to 16, and it's been working so much better. And then I upgraded the OS behind that, and when you upgrade the OS, it configures how it saves things differently, so it frees up room. You see what I'm saying? That's part of why it's good to do the updates. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Especially if you have but you say you have High Sierra, so this like the next step is different machines. You can't do, that's the highest probably you could do on that machine.
Yeah.
So at that point, you just need more physical room. It's not the software. It's the hardware.
The physical room.
Yeah, you need the hardware. You know
That's
what I'm
what
saying?
it is.
Just like the new laptop that Apple got now, that Mac got is fire, bro. Like, cause they're using a different processor. Like the processor and the hard drive are all like super micro in one chip called the M1 chip. And so the fact that it's so small, and they've consolidated all of those things. That's basically the whole computer. Where you have the motherboard, you have the logic board, you have the graphics board, but the two main brains is the CPU, you know what I mean, the computer processing unit, and the hard drive, right, or the SSD, or the solid state drive, whichever one you have, the HD or SSD. But all of those things are consolidated into one chip, and it performs much, according to them. Yeah, I mean, time will tell, because we still have, you know what I mean? It's still early. But they had this chip from before. It's not like it just came out. So it does have, but anyway, a track record or whatever, right? But them shit, like the new joints, it could do so much more. Like, it has more power, right? So like, I don't know if you watched, did you watch the Apple event yesterday?
What's up?
The Apple event, like where they roll out everything that they're doing now.
No.
I can text it to you,
Let me see.
but I could text you the link. But you could just Google Apple event if you want to see what the fuck they up to now. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, but I watched it because like I'm interested. Because like also
Yeah, I
because
want to do a lot of media shit.
right. So you need to know what's going on technologically, and what's available, and what's the capacity, and just everything, like what's going on. Like, because we were talking, and like I see like the new lappy, I see the new Mac Pro, which I would get, you know what I'm saying, for like a G and change, and that's not bad, like just to start. So like the one I would get would probably be like 16. You understand what I mean? With like maximum RAM, and just, you know what I mean, just the strongest processor that I could, but not even, because it's an M1 chip. So it's not even like, because before it was running on the i3, the i5, the i7. Now they had the i9, which is the processor, the Intel processor. You know what I'm saying? So, and I gotta upgrade my shit. You know what I mean? Because this iMac is the low end of the iMacs that were available in 2010. You understand what I mean? Like, so they were offering i7 at the time, and i5. Guess what me have? i3. Hell, the rust, lad. I must say Bob Marley. Me here. Because me have the i3 in there. You understand? I could have swear say me have the i5 and me I go to i7, brother. Me just assume say me have i5 in there, me bright. You understand? You understand me thing on low? Me say, yo, when me looking at the thing, me see i3 mark. Me say, wait. i3 me away. No wonder the thing can't do nothing. No wonder the computer works less. As me go so boo, the thing want to drop down, brother. Like me, I said, John, like this computer. But when me check out the RAM, I say me have just very minimal RAM, and when me buck out the RAM, the thing start working good. And then upgrade the OS. But even before, it was difficult to even fit the new OS on there because of the lack of room. You understand? So that's why it was good to boost up the RAM. You understand? Even your laptop, you can maximize the RAM. You understand? With the memory modules.
I definitely have to go link up with some Apple people and so I have to upgrade my thing. Like I'm not where I was when I first got this laptop.
No, because the world is way ahead of that.
I'm doing way more now, like, and I never actually use the editing thing they have, which is I believe iMovie.
Right. Yeah, iMovie.
The one they come with.
Yeah. iMovie is the editing software, the editing program that it has.
Yeah, so I've been like starting to get into that. I never really know how to use it. But like when I start using it, I'm like, man, maybe I could, you know what I mean? If I have the ability to do something muscular in it, like
but
I could even throw together a documentary or something.
You can do whatever you want, but that's the whole thing. They're all tools. They all do relatively the same thing. It's just to what degree of like how refined how you know what I mean, like how deep into the minutia you can get, how much can you control, because like some things like you just have effects, but then when you get into the professional stuff like Final Cut, you create the effects, you like create the components of the effects, like GarageBand, like you could just throw on an effect, like for the most part, like and then it'll just be like, you know what I mean, like telephone line, and then it just sounds like a telephone line, at least their interpretation of telephone line. But you could also go into it and create the envelope, that the sound. You understand me? Because like it says telephone line, but when you go into it, it tells you, okay, it's using this gate, it's using this wah wah, it's using this. Like, you know what I mean? It shows you the components it's using to create that standard effect that they're calling telephone line. So you could even manipulate the envelope of each component that creates that sound. So in that same way, you could do that with better editing software. You understand what I mean? Like the more you know what I mean, you could control more. Just like back in the days, you would have like a 2-track, and then you would like play the music on one track and then sing the vocal on the other, and then that's it. That's all you could control. You understand me? So now you have to control how you're playing on one, and you got to control how you're capturing the singing on the other. That's the things you can control. Then you can control dynamics of all of that here and the voice on here. You know what I mean? And then you build up EQ so you can control more of that. Then you start to build tracks where you could separate more, so you could control more. Right? That's the more you can control, the more refined it can be. Right? You understand what I mean? Like if you're playing and you're learning guitar, like you just learn basic chords and you're just strumming bang, 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 bang. Wow. You know what I mean? That was great. Right? You play 2 chords, but then after a while you could start playing melody in between that. You see what I mean? So you start to control individual strings as you're playing the strumming. So you can strum and play melody in between. So now you're controlling more, so you're a better player, a more refined player. So it's that same concept, I think. You know what I mean? But iMovie, if you want to slap something together to see what's up, that's your best bet. Like something simple, something user friendly, right? Something user friendly so you can see what you want to see. Then if you want to go crazy, then that's something else. You understand me? Then you deal with that. But it's great to have a nice little editing software for your thing. You understand? Like I didn't have no software at the time to deal with good. I mean, use the YouTube one when I did that. The one when we were talking about the silent movies and stuff. You know me, I talk?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just used the YouTube editor software and just whatever music that they had just free from them. I didn't even try to like, yo, I want to use this beat and yo, nah, none of that. I just did whatever it could do. You see what I'm saying? Because that wasn't the point to be super whatever. It was just like, yo, because remember the thing was, I bet you, if we put something out, no matter what it is, someone will listen to it. You see what I'm saying? And I proved that. And then some 3 years later, or however many 2 years later, that we started to do the thing, but that was the first thing. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But you know the thing, man. You know the thing. Mm-hmm. You go to the office every day?
No, sometimes
Oh.
I've been back since like
Okay.
the little corona scare.
Okay.
Another lady
Yes.
in the office get to.
No, because some offices I try call back in people, like especially in New York.
My daughter have to go to school like a few days to take tests, but
This is what I'm saying.
the office will never offer her, especially since the little. And then our next lady get into, so it's like they're not really pressure people.
Right, because you have to start a breakout in there, like for no reason, and I'm sure this stuff is getting done.
But they work on getting.
Hold on a little bit. Hold on. Anyway, yeah, man. But you know the thing, man. Yeah.
So I'm still, you know.
Mm-hmm.
There's a while ago since I learned that last 3 weeks now at least.
Right.
At least. Yeah, at least. Probably even more because I had to wait almost a week to get the results of the test, and that was more than a week ago, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's at least 2 weeks more than 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Seemed weird. And then I said Michigan was like a hot spot.
Yeah, I mean, hear that.
It was like the runaway place in the nation, like recently.
Yeah, that's why you have to be careful, you know, because from them I said that means that some people, that a lot of the culturally people not behaving, they're not take the precaution on them as much as other places. Because that's the only thing can stave off the thing is if you wear the mask and you sanitize and you try don't, you know, transmit the thing.
Culturally, there's definitely resistance to that.
Right.
But I'm saying the team hot, so I'm trying to keep ourselves.
Yeah, man, take with yourself more while, man. Yeah, you have to. Yeah, you keep your things small and you sanitize your hand as you from you come in. If you never go shop, you come back in your vehicle. If you have sanitizer in your vehicle, brother, like, it's a real thing. It's a real thing because me see people avoid it for the whole year and circle 1 year time and get it. So me not like that.
What?
Me not like that. That means you can do all this and get it. Like, after all this.
Yeah, because so look how long we post at the office and then people that just get it.
That's what me I say. And I go to the office and get it. Because people come there with it. And other people in the office them there, but maybe them sanitize. Maybe them wash them hand more. Me don't know.
I don't know what.
Because everybody didn't get it.
I was definitely around. I was definitely around like the Friday.
Yeah.
Like the Friday I was around and shit. And the Monday, then did have a Zoom meeting and she had a cough up on the team. Sneeze up on her cough up.
That's crazy.
And then the Wednesday, they tell me say she happy.
That's crazy.
So I was with her the Friday. In an enclosed little office.
Yeah.
Because they moved me in an enclosed office.
Yeah.
So, and she was training me or something, so I was sitting in her seat at points. You know what I mean? So, like, I was in close quarters with her, you know? And, the Friday, and the Monday, she was obviously getting sick. get sick. The Monday at the Zoom meeting, she was like coughing and sneezing.
That's crazy. I wouldn't.
It's just, I don't know, man, the way that changed, like.
Where that change? Where that change for the worse. Furthermore, trust me, you don't believe me, just come kiss me up, man. Just come amongst me, man. Me prove it to you. And I cover it.
HR called me and I saw what this. HR called me and went and said, you're alright, no, I don't think test positive. Thing, so kind of suggest, you know.
But you see that now, you can't say what you want. That is a system that is like as however you want to style it. There's something in place, there's a system in place that is looking to trace back the contact of people. Like that not just happen organically. If somebody sit down and say, yo, we have to get in front of this thing and make suggestions, say, yo, a person in the office have it, then you have to call, as policy, you have to call everyone that was in contact. No one has to do anything. But people have the responsibility, oh, America, oh, this. Like, I'm the first to point out whatever is wrong with wherever. That's fine. But also, you see me? Thank you. I was gonna do that. I was gonna do the when in Rome and stuff like that. But Gone to I. What is I? So it's a real thing. Like what lie? Because me and you not good. Me must
kind of like you.
Right.
That's fine now. That's okay now.
Like,
Alright.
It's like, how is that in any way productive?
Okay.
Me, like, because me not like you, me start tell lie. I'm a liar now. Like, how did that happen?
That's okay now. Okay.
Like, exactly. Like, what do we? Okay, right. So me not tell a lie for you, like because of you. All right. You did what you did. It is what it is. Like literal. Yahweh Yah. So I don't fight. Me just defend. You understand? You have people who are fight I and I. Me not fight, you know.
You have to be sensible, reasonable.
Yeah, defend me thing. Sometimes you have to do things to people to defend your thing. But I know me, and I'm not the aggressor. How about that? We may have to get aggressive beyond for them aggression, but initially they are the aggressor.
Exactly. I mean, I can watch your thing.
Yeah.
These things will remain like like a policy on politics, regardless, you still have to have the way on it.
Yeah. Exactly. Because you gonna reach to when your thing set up back. You have to make it through this thing. So you still have to have children, you still have to do things that when your thing set up back, there's a lineage we come from this and reach to this. So you can say, all right, we come from this and we reach Yasso. But if you pop up or you just perish or dissipate, then you can't reach nowhere. You understand me I say? So you can't just, them do it wicked, so now what? Throw up your hands and just dead?
Or deal with some escape.
Right, or capitulate, or, you understand me? Exactly, like, and not deal with the thing. You still have to deal with your thing. You still have to keep yourself intact, so when the time comes to strike, you can make your exodus. You understand me? Metaphorically. You understand me?
Yeah.
Because remember the physical exodus we was referring to, with the empty heads going to Ethiopia and sit down there about them a play guitar for no reason, and a crowd up and a chuck up the people them streets and a strain the goddamn resources of the goddamn place.
Yeah, but there'll be I don't want to say correction. There'll be another wave. Like there'll be another time.
Yes.
There'll be a continuation.
That's part of it. That's going to happen. I'm just saying.
There'll be a resurgence, so to speak. Right?
Yes. Like
and even those ones is gonna play a part. Like
of course, it's part of it. I'm just being
like the children that came out of that.
I'm just being facetious. You understand what I'm saying? Like I'm just being that way, just to show that I could look at it that way. Like
those ones gonna play a part, man. Like them you said was speak both.
Yes, they're there, and that's the connection, and it's already established. Like regardless of how bad it is, like Shashamani is Shashamani, and the people them like we're there. Like our people are there, and there's already a history and a connection and a culture.
So
like
that's a thing.
bloodline and language.
And y'all used to know Amharic
And right.
and Patois.
Correct.
English, whatever, like,
Correct.
you know,
Correct. And
so-
that's the point. So any one of us could come there and we could have like a connection and reception, like and be
sick,
and be
man.
part of a community. Like God help you, you're part of the church too. God help you, you're part. You understand me? Like
It's gonna be sick of it for us.
like it's a vibes. You understand me? It's a vibe.
It's gonna be ill, like when the right time comes, man. Everything.
Yeah. But then a timing, brother. A timing. You understand me? Everything is timing. Everything is timing.
All these by you so know the languages that.
Yeah.
And, you know, that's gonna be an ill thing. Like, that's gonna be an ill thing when those people come of age and intellectually and all that and think about it.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna be an ill thing. Which some of them have already. So it's an ill thing.
It's a great thing. It's a great thing. You're literally seeing biblical. You're literally seeing repatriation. When you see repatriation and exile and then repatriation, this is how it looks. It's a process. It's not one day they go like Exodus. You think that happened? You think that happened in one day?
Process.
They can't tell a compelling story and tell you exactly how it happened, like the real timeline, like over the like a day-to-day account of what happened. You got to say, yo, they left Egypt, but it wasn't a one day though. It was a process. You see me, I deal with? Remember, like, and it's literally over 40 years. Like, if you really pay attention, remember from the time when Moses forward, and then him forward a 40 years time. So they're saying it was so in 40 years is significant of a generation. If you read like Metaphysical Bible Dictionary and stuff like that, you'll understand what those things mean. There's significance to all of those things. Like they didn't just say stuff. That's why everything is 40 years. Like the Israelites stayed in the wilderness for 40 years. Like Moses left Egypt and came back to like free up the people in 40 years time. Like
40 days and 40 nights.
40 days and 40 nights. There's a reason for those things. It's not just whatever.
40 days and 40 nights.
You understand me? Michael. I touched the Bible. But
Jackson.
hold on. I'm gonna feed that baby. Yeah. Yeah, I know. You understand? But we get into some other stuff. But this stuff was good too. So that's that. But yeah, man. You know.
Yes, sir.
Alex.
No.
Salam. Where they feet?